All
All
right.
right.
Welcome in,
Hello,
everybody. Hope
all.
you're having a good weekend. Yeah.
Hopefully,
Welcome
y'all had
back
a good
to an
Snuffle Code.
Indeed. We're here with another round of PoGoRaids Master League Draft in the Champs Division. This is round 5 of season 15. I'm here with Oliviero G,
Hello, all.
also, better known as one of biggest Greedy C supporters on Discord.
I absolutely loved the guy. 3-0'd him with triple Togekiss back in the day. It was fantastic.
Yeah, he was very kind enough to educate Greedy on the finer points of using charm users in Master League, and I think Greedy really took that messaging to heart because he went ahead and built a perfect IV Shadow Gardevoir.
It was
That
actually a 96%,
oh
mind you.
96. Okay, yeah, 96% Shadow Guard, and he built a Togekiss. So now Greedy, he's got the fairies for
Mhm.
Master League. He's ready to
He
go.
can he could run that Giratina double charm. Like, what more can we ask for?
Exactly. In fact, rumor has it that Greedy participated in a Sylph Master League tournament very recently.
He
How did that
did.
work out for him?
It did not work out well. I
Oh,
mean,
no, not at all.
no, not at all. He only won 5 games, and one of them I think was against it was pretty bad. It was pretty horrible. I beat him 2-1. I mean, I'm really sad. I'm even sad
You
that I
gave
lost
him
the game
one win
again.
though, so
I gave him one win, but that's also because he let a
hmm.
Shadow Lax into my Giratina. So I was like,
Okay.
not like
Well,
this,
I'll
not
give
like
you the
this.
pass on
Yeah,
alignment for that.
yeah.
So,
It was a hard
this is
RTS.
now going to be the Greedy C stream. If you were expecting draft content, we're
You're
actually gonna
wrong.
reschedule that
You're
for
wrong.
tomorrow, and the rest of the time we're just gonna be talking about Greedy and the
Um,
Portuguese Master Race.
mhm.
Yeah.
I am a simp for Greedy.
All right. It
What more
looks
can I
like
say?
that. It looks like production wants us to actually get into the real stuff. So,
Same.
if you're new, if you haven't watched any draft coverage before, this is the complete draft table. Shows you all the teams that everybody has picked for this season in, once again, the Champs Master League division. So it's a snake draft that goes from left to right. You can
We
see
have
that
some
Heater
really
had
nice
first
teams.
pick. Yep, Heater had first pick with Dialga. Chris had Lugia second pick. Cabana with Zacian third pick, and so on. And then wrapping around with Flume, his first pick Dragonite. Then he gets second pick in Ho-Oh, and it goes back again. And as you can see, Flume really messed up his team, and we're going to see more from that later today. But I don't want to get too much into that now because the battles will certainly speak for themselves. Let's take a look at the schedule
All
of
right.
who's up to play today.
And there's some fun battles too. Like these are going to be some really cool battles. Although there's no are we gonna see that Shadow Lex? Oh wait, we're not. So no
Oh, we're not streaming
no
Greedy.
greedy Lex.
That's
Yeah.
that's a different
Oh,
show. We'll save that content for next time.
cool. I can't wait.
Okay.
But what I really
So
can't wait for is these battles.
okay, yeah, no, same. And it looks like we have Dutch Goku playing twice today. First against Flume. We'll see how that works out for Flume. Can Flume recover some of his dignity that he lost last time? Stay tuned. Dutch Goku against Oscar, who's currently in the lead and the favorite for this season. If you haven't been keeping track of things, well, Oscar and Heater are both at the top of the board. Kelsey a close third, and then followed by everybody else. We got Stefan versus Blue Anthrax. We got Heater versus Flume. Flume has 2 chances to redeem himself. We'll see if he can
Will
take
he
either
actually do
opportunity.
so?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to find out. And then
Yes,
Oscar.
Bloom, you're on twice today.
Oscar is also on twice today, looking for a chance to further solidify his already impressive lead. But let's not praise Oscar too much because he doesn't deserve it and I don't like him. Now, let's get to the next slide.
Okay.
And the first matchup.
Okay, sorry, Bloom, but Palkia kind of slaps. Like, it really slaps.
Yikes. That is a scary Palkia.
That is what I
from
would
Dutch
call kind
Goku.
of cringe.
I would say everything is going to be getting Aquatail today.
Aquatail, Dragon Tail, all the tails.
Yeah,
Like,
those Dracos are going to be dropping on Flume for days. Now, is there anything on Flume's team that you like against Dutch Goku? Perhaps some way that he can mitigate the impending disaster heading his way.
alright, so I'm initially looking at this. The Memo Swine doesn't look terrible because it just does so much damage to everything. And A2 as a safe also looks really nice because it's so stupidly bulky. and it just kind of does all that fast move pressure, so it's able to mitigate at least some of the Palkia damage. And I mean, it doesn't really love the Meloetta matchup or the A2, or not A2. I mean, Caesar as much, but you know, it at least gets him low. It at least gets him in the farm range. So potentially, Flume can maybe like throw off a charge move and maybe make the opposing Pokemon lose 3 or make all 3 Pokemon go down. I guess. Okay. Maybe.
Any interesting moveset considerations that you have for either side that perhaps some of the audience at home hasn't considered yet?
All right. So looking at for Zosmenta, believe it or not, because if you could run Moonblast here, we were talking about Moonblast because looking at Dutch's team, there really isn't anything that you want to hit for close combats on. Like, yes, you could technically hit the Caesar with close combat, or Meloetta, but you have Crunch for Meloetta, and Caesar isn't that big of a problem. So what you do is you can run the Moonblast to actually deal with the Palkia, and you might even get that really lucky attack drop, which makes the Palkia go from doing a lot of damage to still a lot of damage, but a little bit less damage.
Slightly less damage. I think to me, from Flume's perspective, he kind of has to bring the Ho-Oh, because if he doesn't, then Shadow Guard is going to annihilate him, and it can 2-shield everything for Switch and align Dutch Goku's pieces exactly how he wants them. He kind of has to have the Ho-Oh as a deterrent to that. Although
Ho-Oh is nice.
It is nice.
It has shield pressure.
What you need to do is you're going to have to bait that Gardevoir out, and then revenge kill it with Ho-Oh. You can do this in a number of ways, but maybe the best way is to do it with the, as you said, Armored Mewtwo safe swap. Armored Mewtwo does beat Guard in the zeros if you're up a Confusion, which won't be too hard to get into, because I highly doubt you would switch Ho-Oh out of a Guard lead. So with Ho-Oh lead and Armored on the safe swap, it's possible to get Ho-Oh the farm that it needs. One nice thing is that, typically Zapdos walls the standard Ho-Oh moveset, but you don't need Earthquake for any particular reason against this team, so you can now run Sacred Fire to deal with the Zapdos. And the Zapdos itself is somewhat pesky outside of the Mamoswine, because you can do neutral or super effective to the rest of the team. Zapdos has some decent play, but I think from Goku's side, the Palkia, obviously, as we've already talked about to death, is pretty strong. I think Meloetta, if it doesn't meet Tyranitar, is strong. And
you could run that Dazzling Gleam for Meloetta.
Yeah, and then either the Guard, Zapdos, or the Lando, I think all have play. So it's really just the Scissor. I think the Scissor is a little bit too RPS-y for my taste in terms of where it needs to line up. It's a feast for Ho-Oh. So I don't think I think you ought to not bring it. But yeah, Chris is saying the Shadow Smacktar can 2s through Palkia. Shadow Smacktar can 2s through almost everything. I think I would run the Smackdown. I don't think you need Bite for the Meloetta, and the superior energy generation would prove to be more valuable. But I think we've looked over this, pretty well. So let's probably get into the first battle here. Yeah.
Let's do this. Okay, so how...
Oh, wow. Flume's really going into it.
Yeah.
In the opening animation.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, baby.
Sorry, Flume. Game might be over here, but let's see.
The immediate switch out into the Armored safe swap, as predicted.
Okay. Very nice.
Oh, I like this. You know what I like here? I would like taking this move. Shield this, and then you switch out. So now you've dented... Oh, well, he's going to shield the Rock Slide for some reason that no one can understand, except for maybe himself. And he's going to stay. Instead of switching, he's going to stay.
We got
almost build up to a move, but actually not bank the move for some reason. Dutch Goku is a sportsman, and he's giving Flume every chance he can to climb back into this matchup. We're going to go for the Dragon Tail down now.
So you're at an Aqua Tail, and so we do see that Palkia is running Draco Meteor.
We will now see if the Dragonite comes back in, and whether DG will bait the Dragonite, even though Flume knows that there's a Gardevoir waiting for him, should he successfully survive this matchup.
Well, we're going for the Draco. Do we get a shield,
for it.
Or are we not getting a shield? Let's see this.
I think I would not shield this. He is
Well,
going
there
to
you go.
no shield.
There you go.
Makes sense.
And
And he's
we
going to
get the
go for the
Ho-Oh.
Incinerate down.
Ooh.
Going to be able to reach this Aqua Tail, though. It is
Let's see how much
a
damage.
debuffed Aqua Tail.
Please, please let this, please don't let this go through.
You kind of have to let this go through. He's going to shield it, though. Okay, we're in the ones apiece.
Mhm.
The Aqua Tail surely does less damage than the Synchronoise from the Shadow Gardevoir. It's going to go for... And we have Shadow Zapdos coming out. That makes sense for the enhanced damage that it does.
Now, what are we
Sacred
getting?
Fire for the debuff.
Do we get the debuff? And we don't.
No debuff. Ooh, that's brutal. Do you just go for it? I think you just go for it.
Yeah.
He's gonna go for the... Oh, he's gonna go for the bait! Does Flume have it within himself to call this?
Will he or will he not? And he...
Oh, God.
Oh,
God.
And he catches, too!
You could undercharge this and go for the farm down, but the problem is if you do, then you will be in Drill Peck range.
Yep. And
because the guard would have gotten off the Synchronoise.
And that'd be pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, that would have been unfortunate. But he's going to go down to the much more respectable Zapdos, which, if you have a choice, I would rather my Ho die to Zapdos than to Gardevoir.
Same.
So DG, unfortunately, not able to get the full amount of style points from that win, but secures it nonetheless. Flume down.
Win.
You know, he's down early game 1. He's in the 0-1 spot. What do you think Flume can do now to try and climb back into this and even it up?
I think Flume really needs to actually just get alignment. Like, Flume has, in these past weeks, or in, especially when I did this on earlier on in the week, Flume didn't really have fun with alignment. Alignment really just did mess him up completely. So I think if Flume is able to get the get alignment properly, if he's able to get his Shadow Ho on that Gardevoir, if he's able to get all the pieces that he needs, all the alignment done, well, he kind of has the chance. But at the same time, he needs to play really well. Well, Dutch Goku just needs to play in his typical style of playing, and that's the odds of Flume basically has to overcome a lot in order to actually have a chance at winning, I feel.
Indeed. Flume's gonna have to maintain a high level of technical precision. Let's see if he has it in him, and let's get into game 2. Certainly he has a high level of dance skill, if nothing else.
I mean, that's pretty good to have. We get the A2 into Meloetta. This is an interesting
a neutralish lead that I believe will favor Meloetta depending on its second charge move. And it looks like it has a Dazzling Gleam. Oh, and he has the Quick Attack. Quick Attack to get to those charge moves faster.
Ooh,
He's preferring to have energy output rather than fast move damage, which makes sense for the Tyranitar as well.
So you're not completely walled by T-Tar, which I like that.
Is he going to let this move go and then go for the Palkia farm down?
I kind of like that play. That play seems relatively safe with me. So if he's going for the Avalanche, that doesn't... Oh, yep, that's what he's doing.
He's gonna go for he's gonna throw caution to the wind, bring the Palkia in now, and then he's going to... What? Is he going to let this Avalanche go? Perhaps?
I don't know.
Be in the yellow? He's... Alright, he wants to keep health on this. My one concern is if this is a clever play to bring out the Palkia with the Mamoswine and the Ho-Oh is in the back.
That is true.
That's really probably what I would do. Flume, you crafty bastard. Have you possibly concocted a way to bamboozle Goku?
The brain cells are putting in work.
I know. I'm expecting Ho-Oh in the back. I think that would make the most sense.
Ho as a closer sounds really nice. So he gives up the shield for the Aqua Tail. That's fine. The bait goes.
Gets the bait.
I like that.
Gonna let this go.
I like that a lot.
Does a decent chip. Not too. Nothing we can't handle. Can still get to the Draco.
And we get that Draco.
Yep.
You shielding it? You're not shielding it? Let's find out.
I'm gonna save the last shield for Ho-Oh is my prediction.
Yeah, same here. And
show up. Oh, it's a Tyranitar! Okay. Oh god. Oh god. It is Purified Smack Tyranitar is going to be introduced into Shadow Charm.
Well,
Oh god, he's, I would say he's getting a greedy C lesson here, and with the catch as well, the unnecessary catch for the
That's
additional disrespect.
Oh,
He
that's
didn't
brutal.
get the bonus points in
Yeah.
game 1, but Goku is not going to repeat that mistake.
Yeah.
He's going to get those style points in game 2. Ouch. God, that's gotta hurt.
That hurts.
That hurts on a very deep level.
I was
Not like
expecting,
this. Not like this, Chris. Oh my goodness. Now it's 0-2, and Flume's
And
back
Flume
is against the wall,
tied.
but it's not over yet. It's not over yet. It's still a chance for a tie. So,
He can
Olivier,
tie
what do
this,
you think
but,
he can do?
I think he just needs to get good.
He needs to get good. I mean, getting good would help, but is that enough? I mean, it looks like he's
I
going to
don't
need to
think
get
it's
good
enough.
and alignment in addition.
Exactly.
That's going to be tough.
Like, he needs to play at his literal best possible skills. Like, he needs to, I think the ABA format, like what you're talking about, works really well. Like, he needs to bait out the Palkia, and then he needs to actually not have Shadow T-Tar in the back. Like, I think that would have been really nice. But
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
He, didn't bring Hello, and that
He
kind of
did
hurt him.
not. He decided he was too afraid to bring Ho-Oh because of the Palkia and the Zapdos scared him off. But the thing is, when you're faced with that kind of adversity, those are the moments in life where you really need to push through. And that doesn't just go for draft, that goes for everything. So with that
That's
in
really
mind,
great
let's
advice,
see
thank you.
let's see if Flume can push through now to get a win in game 3. And
skills
let's
still
see
on
what we've
point.
got. Got the Palkia,
Palkia
into Mewtwo, neutral lead. Okay.
Neutral lead, I think this still favors Palkia, though, so...
Need to switch out of this.
Yeah.
Right now.
So we get the Shadow Guardian.
We need to find out if there's a Ho-Oh, and there is a
There's a
Ho-Oh.
Ho-Oh.
We're gonna bait that out
Okay.
now.
That's
I
nice.
like this. I think with Scissor in the back, Flume
Ooh.
might find his first success here. He's gonna throw on
Yep,
CMP.
that's
Makes sense.
fine.
I think you have to let this go and
Yeah,
then
you
get
really
the full
do.
farm. Got to get the full farm with Palkia. Flume choosing to not debuff himself.
That
But I
is
don't think it's.
smart.
I think that actually might work against him. Or
Yeah.
DG doesn't
Okay.
want to farm up. He doesn't want to use a shield. He's just gonna throw it right away. That
That's
makes
fine.
sense.
Yeah. Because even then okay, that's fine. Ooh, when you get to sneak,
That's the sneak. Now, do you do the greedy sea Sacred Fire bait here for the debuff chance? Okay, no, you don't. No,
Cool.
you don't. Just go for the Brave Bird. So that's gonna be less farm.
that's smart. And then
Now,
what
do
we
you
get?
go for the Psy Strike catch? Because Dragon Tails fit within the confusions. This gives you an easy opportunity to catch Psy Strike on the. Ooh, comes in with Dragonite instead of the Armored. Oh no! Catch the Dragon Claw on the Scissor. Ooh, he does. Okay.
Okay.
Looks like got a little too excited here.
Yep. That's
Could
okay,
have went for the
but-
catch. Now, if
You
I'm Flume, I'm not shielding this.
Yeah, I agree. Because he needs he would like the shield for A2.
Yeah,
So, okay,
and I think I
cool.
switch out now. Okay, this this is bad. This is bad.
Yeah.
Not
Flume.
electing to take the confusion damage, although I think you could take a fast move. I actually think you can get to that Draco.
Let me look. Yeah, you probably could have gone.
Yeah, you for sure can, but doesn't want to risk it, and he comes in with Fury Cutter instead of Bullet Punch. Interesting.
All right. And Flume apparently overtapped there. North American internet really didn't help you there. Hate to see it.
And now we're gonna boost Fish. This is actually a bit of a dangerous situation, though, for Dutch.
Hey, yo. What do you think
Because
about it?
this next Night Slash won't KO.
Yeah, it won't kill, and the Mewtwo should be very close, if not at a charge move.
Could get off another Rock Slide here. The only problem is, I think at this point now with the move timings, even if you can land on the Rock Slide, you would die to the Dragon Tail from Palkia before your confusion would register. So that's a tough break for Flume. Dutch Goku now up 3.
He has locked in the win, and now will this basically just be? Can Flume gain a little bit of dignity, or will he just
going out 0-4? It's a tough pill to swallow.
It is.
You gotta. I mean, in my opinion, I've always said this. You have to do whatever you can to not get 0-4'd. It doesn't matter what, you gotta just scrape and claw, use the most degenerate of tactics.
Yep.
You must not allow the other person to 4-0 you at all costs. So I think Flume's gonna have to now dig even deeper than he's ever dug before. He's gonna have to get the biggest shovel out of his shed, and he's gonna have to find something unconventional within his team to prevent Dutch Goku from completely steamrolling him.
He needs to unlock, he needs to get the secret level 50 Gardevoir out here. I don't even think that can help him.
He needs to start excelling everything. It's the only way. It's the only way.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get into game 4, and let's see if Flume can reclaim some of that dignity.
Into Ho-Oh.
Okay, it's not the best, not the worst.
Not terrible, so he's getting damage. They're throwing fast moves.
The only thing is, this Ho-Oh needs to be saved for the Gardevoir, and you need to bait out the Palkia. So this Ho-Oh needs to leave after throwing this move. Decides to Sacred Fire and waste energy for some reason. Oh, because he's gonna stay in. He's gonna stay in.
That's a play, I guess.
I think you're going to have to call this as not a Thunderbolt if you're the Ho-Oh. If the Meloetta is running Quick Attack, it probably wants to have a move for the Tyranitar specifically.
Okay, so he's probably going to throw the Brave Bird here. Please don't throw the Sacred Fire. I don't know why.
Sacred Fire bait. Sacred Fire bait.
Greedy moment.
Yeah, no. Goes for the Brave Bird to switch out into Dragonite. Gonna take this Aqua Tail here. That's fine.
That's totally cool. You don't shield this. You don't shield this at all. Please tell me you don't shield this.
Absolutely not.
I mean, if I saw anything from the Master League tournament, it's that I know that Greedy likes shielding Surfs on his Giratina. But, okay, so he's gonna stall on Switch Timer. That's a good strat.
Yep, gonna go in fresh with the guard. Not gonna need to shield anything here. This Dragonite's gonna get the big delete.
Oh, we do get to a charge move. Don't shield that.
Get to the Dragon Claw. Let this go. Ho-Oh's gonna come back in. And Ho-Oh's taking quite a bit of damage though, so it's gonna have to respect Guard's charge moves at this level of health.
Yep. It's in the yellow now. Okay.
And you're gonna have to remember the Meloetta has a move banked, so he's in danger of being sniped.
I think we do get the snipe here, as a matter of...
If you're Flume, you're gonna need to shield this and switch. You gotta switch, right now. You gotta just switch. You gotta hit the switch. No! The overtap, Flume, please! Flume, no! Gotta expect that switch. Oh god, what's in the back? It's a Tyranitar, and there's still health left on the Gardevoir. Needed to save the Ho-Oh. He's gonna get to this. He's gonna get to this Gleam. The Gleam will not clean one shot, but at this point in time,
it's disrespect.
It's just it's going goodbye. Now, if he had switched instantly and caught the Psyshock on the Meloetta, it's a different ball game. It's a different ball game now.
Yeah, and well, there we go. Flume got 0-4. I'm sorry, buddy. That's kind of rough.
I would say better luck next time, but in this case, next time is only a few games from now. So we will see. We will see if he can redeem himself in just a few short sets. But now we're going to see if Dutch Goku can keep this momentum going into Oscar, who's had tremendous success this season. With a team, I hate to give Oscar props, but I do like how he built it. Getting Kyogre first round. There's really no substitute for Kyogre in this game. We call Milotic Walmart Kyogre, but it really doesn't do the same thing. Just doesn't have the have the stats, doesn't have the damage output. Just plain and simple.
I've ran the Sims of 50 Milotic versus 40 Kyogre, and Kyogre's still better.
I liked getting Kyogre and Melmetal, two unique Pokemon, first and second, and then there's such a glut of dragons and anti-dragons that he was able to get that coverage later on because of the wide availability of Pokemon that fill that role in Latios and Sylveon. So I like how he built his team.
Double core, and then he can use either Latios or Sylveon to make a really strong trio core that covers nearly every team comp that there is.
Exactly.
It's just a matter of RPS is the thing.
All right, now that's enough praise for Oscar. Let's get into this matchup. All right, so from the beginning, what jumps out at you? Who do you like for
so-
this? What do you think are the best combos and what movesets?
Okay, so initially, Palkia, it's not as good as before. Like, it can do fine. I'm liking Fire Blast Palkia, though. Like basically anything that isn't Draco Meteor. Because with Hydro Pump, you do a lot of damage to that Sylveon. With Fire Blast, you're nuking the Melmetal and the Avalugg, and even doing a ton of damage to Sylveon. And basically, like what I'm looking at this, I'm liking from Oscar's side, I'm liking potentially Flash Cannon because it allows you to do with the Landorus that is otherwise relatively kind of scary if he doesn't get his Kyogre and his Avalugg on the Lando.
The one thing I don't like about Flash Cannon, it does introduce the possibility for catches on Palkia. If you have,
that's true.
Now, hear me out. If you go for Hyper Beam, now there's really no safe way to catch unless you make the decision to bring Scizor, which we'll get into in a minute. Bring Scizor into this. But yeah, from my perspective, Palkia looks pretty strong. I like Zapdos, specifically Shadow Zapdos. Has some interesting matchups across the board.
It does look fun.
With a little bit of energy, it can win the 0s and the 1s against Latios potentially. It can beat Melmetal,
which is crazy.
It beats Melmetal in the 0s with Zap Cannon. It can do a lot of damage to everything else. Of course, Zap Cannon is a little unwieldy and it sort of unshores up your Kyogre matchup. But I think Zapdos is pretty potent. Yeah, Zapdos is pretty potent and Palkia is pretty potent. You're gonna have to bring both of those every single game. Now after that, I don't think Guard has a lot of play here. It just gets outbulked by Sylveon and Kyogre. Can't do anything to Melmetal. Isn't even particularly noteworthy against Avalugg. So I think Guard is going to have to sit on the bench here.
And all it does charm things. Nothing else. Nothing fun. Its only purpose is to look pretty.
I think that Scizor looks okay against the middle of Oscar's order. The only problem is, and I don't think Machamp is going to come, so you don't really have to worry about that matchup. But
no, Machamp's bad here.
It has nothing to hit Melmetal with, and it has, unless you're going to run a Purified Scizor, which I personally can't recommend, then you have really nothing to hit the Kyogre with either. So I'm really liking Oscar's matchup here. I think that I don't think he needs to bring Whale. But I think that Avalugg and Melmetal are a very powerful core.
I agree.
He could go with either Latios or Sylveon.
Both are great options, and I'm interested to see how this goes. Let's get into these battles.
All right.
So we get the Lando into Kyogre.
Goes Lando into Kyogre. And he brought Scizor for some reason, and he's going to go into his hard counter right off the bat. No.
Well, but he has the Fire Blast. Are you going to shield the Fire Blast?
You get what you pay for, and in this case, Dutch Goku is going to be paying out his ass for this mistake.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those raid passes aren't helping.
This is going to be quite bad.
This is pretty cringe.
I'm expecting Oscar to shield the first move, recognizing the power of Fire Blast and the viability against his team. So I actually think.
Sneak.
Ooh, does he? Okay? He's gonna go for the bait. Bait.
I mean, I would personally.
And he gets the shield. Okay, he does get the shield.
Good.
Now you can
involved. And CMP, ouch.
You can actually barely live this rock slide and get this move off. But, so he really wants to get into a 0 shield situation against Kyogre. Oh, no.
Oh, this is... And Party Marty saying, I'd recommend top lefting. Unnecessary to reveal the second move.
I would not want to... I don't want to...
I agree.
Oh, he doesn't even throw... So now he's going to take damage just to get rid of this Melmetal. And to die to Kyogre, which is up a shield. I love it.
Yes.
I think
this is...
because you know what this game does? It like sort of lulls Oscar into a false sense of security. With the sheer magnitude of this incompetence will now ensure that Oscar will not take Goku seriously for the rest of the sets. So now Goku only has... The only place he can go from here is up.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like, that's you can't do...
kind of smart.
Yeah.
That's actually the big brain play.
And he's going to go for the full farm down now. Yeah.
Okay.
Get the full farm here, so he can pointlessly throw these moves into maybe not even Kyogre. Oh, and he gets deleted by the Flash Cannon. Gonna reveal that.
This is...
This is
This is
looking
bad.
Yeah, Oscar does not want to reveal his third Pokemon, which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
Um,
and you just
he could even undercharge this and get even more waterfalls off if he wants to.
Hey trainer, I'd recommend throwing charge moves too. Goku,
Yeah.
like charge moves are pretty cool. I like throwing charge moves.
Okay. I know I can't speak for everyone, but personally I'm gonna need a moment to process that. Olivia, would you please maybe walk us through some things that Goku can do to try and improve upon that?
I think Goku can obviously get team alignment, maybe throwing some charge moves, because you could have gone some extra damage on that you could have thrown that Aqua Tail. You could have thrown that Aqua Tail in the Melmetal. You could have gone it low enough so that it would not have gone to a Flash Cannon. You could have maybe brought not brought the Scizor. The Shadow Zapdos could have had some genuine play there. So I think the Zapdos would have been fun if he had the Zapdos. And maybe throw Kyogre in, or not Kyogre, I mean Palkia in the back instead. So that you're with the Sylveon, but
I think for me, I like leading Palkia because I would rather bait the Kyogre out to then farm, right? I think if you think about it,
that's a good play.
We want the Kyogre to come out and we want the Palkia to farm it. Which means you kind of have to lead Palkia, hoping to either catch the Kyogre or have the safe swap like Lando. See, if Lando safe swaps, if Lando safe swaps, then the Kyogre is going to have to probably come out at that point.
Yeah.
Or Avalugg, or we're gonna see what comes out. But you need to try and bait the whale out if you have if you're the Palkia player.
To be honest, I do like that play. I like that play. I made the blunder on my end. But that is a respectful play.
I think if one interesting thing that could happen here is if you want to bring out the Melmetal to free a path for something else, like maybe Meloetta with Quick Attack and Psyshock and Dazzling Gleam, you could bait the Melmetal out probably with the Zapdos. Zap Cannon it to debuff it, and then try and farm up some energy with Palkia. And then try and have Meloetta sweep in the back.
I like this.
Perhaps it's just cool. I might be crazy. I just came up with this right now, so it might be stupid. I don't know. In any case, let's see what Dutch Goku does to try and mitigate that devastating first round loss.
Yeah,
we're gonna have. So he's gonna lead. He's gonna lead Palkia in Avalugg neutral matchup.
Neutral still favors Palkia a little bit, I believe.
Has Zapdos in the back to deal with Kyogre, which I like. The only problem is, how do you deal with Melmetal? This team is a little bit weak to the Melmetal.
I think you just kind of lose the Melmetal, or you just do some crazy catches, I guess.
Gonna need shields. Zapdos with shields can handle Melmetal pretty well. Yeah. You don't have to shield this. You can definitely take this, especially if Oscar body slam baits, which is tempting.
Yep, and he goes straight for the avalanche. Okay.
Gotta respect it.
Yep.
He's going to try and farm down, but Oscar's going to get to another move.
No. Is it going to be a body slam? Is it going to be an avalanche? Let's find out.
You're going to have to let this go. Should be the body slam.
The body slam.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. Should be the body slam.
And you have a lot of energy. You have a lot of energy.
Get the farm down.
What comes in here?
This is a 5-head play, but if you believe Palkia doesn't have Draco Meteor, you go in with Kyogre to take this move.
That's true. And he goes Melmetal.
He goes Melmetal, and he doesn't even fully charge up to the Fire Blast. Blind throwing the Aqua Tail, but gets the shield anyway and safe swaps Mel. Okay, I kind of like this.
Yeah, this is.
I like this because if Kyogre's in the back, the Zapdos is going to find a good matchup in the back, and this matchup actually isn't that bad.
No, it isn't.
Meloetta
has bulk.
It has bulk. It has T-Bolt, and the confusions do more damage than the Thunder Shocks.
So we're going for the T-Bolt. Please don't shield this.
This is a favorable matchup for Melmetal, but Meloetta can put a lot of work in.
It's going to put whatever comes in into a nice farming position. So, this is... Yeah, I think you can just Psyshock.
You can take anything here, Flash Cannon, right? It doesn't matter.
Flash Cannon, okay, cool.
Easily take it. He's going to go... Ooh,
that's a Kyogre.
Doesn't build up to the T-Bolt. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, because you can still go in Zapdos here and...
Neither move will kill. I I think you got to go Zapdos.
Yeah, Zapdos here, and you can bait here. Okay, this is not the Shadow Zapdos.
Not Shadow Zapdos can live this, but this will do less damage than a Rock Slide. So maybe it's better to no shield. One Drill Peck will not kill.
But two
Gonna be able to farm this down, I think. And then the Melmetal is he's gonna shield now. And he's gonna go into his Palkia. Okay.
That's interesting. And you're gonna get
he chooses to save the energy. If Palkia can get if Palkia can get off a Aqua Tail against this Melmetal, then it will be in Drill Peck range. Oh no, yeah, it's going to be.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
well,
and
that's
there you go. Zapdos wins CMP against Melmetal. So Dutch Goku able to take this round.
Very nice. That was a significantly better play battle this time.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Oscar made a weird choice to shield his Kyogre. Having the Melmetal left. Well, it was going to be pretty difficult because obviously the Palkia was going to be able to get to a move and had energy. We weren't going to be able to Thunder Shock that down. So you needed the waterfall damage, but it just wasn't going. I think that Dutch Goku strategy was really effective there to have the double Kyogre answer. It was a little weak to Melmetal, but he has bulk and he has hard hitting mons.
Yeah, like he was able to that's a good balance, to be honest. And we now know that Meloetta is actually pretty decent against Melmetals. Like I like that a lot too now.
I'm gonna have to hand it to you, DG. I think that was a very well played second game. The team was thoughtfully constructed. I think that the game strategy made sense. I think safe swapping Meloetta made sense.
I agree.
This was it was a good showing. Now let's see if he can keep that momentum up into Game 3.
Can he pull off with a win? Will he be able to get that alignment again? Okay, we got the Palkia.
And we have Palkia into Kyogre. Okay, I like where this is going. The only thing is the Melmetal is a good safe swap here.
Yep.
So what I think you need to do is potentially take a move with the Palkia, and then I don't know if I like this because Palkia's energy is ironically most effective against Melmetal from what we already know right now. It doesn't have anything to throw into the Kyogre. Of course, he hasn't revealed Fire Blast yet.
But we still kind of can assume at this point that it is I feel like Oscar kind of has that gut feeling that it is Fire Blast.
Right. So he has two ways to deal with Kyogre though. So winning Switch here isn't as important, I think, as having shields. Yep.
So we're getting the T-Bolt off. Do we get the shield? Do we not get the shield? Let's find out. And
if he has Avalugg in the back, okay. If you switch into Palkia, he isn't going to really be able to switch into Kyogre. Now we haven't really talked about what moveset Kyogre has, but I'm assuming it has Thunder to have a quicker and quicker charge move to get to deal with Palkia. Okay.
I like that too.
He's gonna invest 2 shields, but he has 2 ways to fight the Kyogre. Why? No!
That's a risky play. That's really risky. I don't like this.
I don't like this. No one likes this. Chat doesn't like this. We don't like this. Dutch Goku certainly doesn't like this for himself. Everything that's happening right now is wrong. Oscar is going to just take the move and go into Latios. Okay, so now Latios is a breath ahead. You're not going to be able to catch the move on 4 Dragon Tails. You're gonna have to try. You're gonna have to try and catch this on Zapdos. The only problem is he has 2 shields, can easily farm the Zapdos down and get to another claw for the Palkia. Oh man, this is.
Okay, come on. We get the shield, and we don't. He can't get off the other charge move. Not like this.
Can't get it off. Can't switch out. This is sad. This is absolute domination.
Yeah,
this Drill Peck doesn't even KO. In fact, at this point in time, he could even let his Latios die and kill the Zapdos with the Kyogre for the ultimate disrespect.
Will he do that?
He's gonna have to psychic this if he wants to get rid of this within a reasonable amount of time, as Claw won't do
And
enough.
yep, we get the psychic.
Go for the psychic for then the breath down right after.
And that's game 3. Will Dutch be able to tie this up?
Oh man, that was he decided to go with the original team that had won him his first game in this set, and I think it made sense. And I even think he could have negotiated the Latios in the back if he had saved shields. Like we said, shields were more, because he has 2 counters to the Kyogre. Shields were going to be more important than switch, but for some reason he used everything to keep switch that he didn't need.
Yeah, that was kind of strange. Like, part of me can see that, but like, no, I don't think that was not the good play in my opinion.
Well, now he finds himself on the back foot again. So, what do you think he should do to make the adjustment? Now, Oscar has shown he's not afraid to bring Latios. So, in your mind, what does DG do?
All right, so looking at this, thinking about it, I really think that this is a Shadow Zapdos. My brain's not thinking. I think that like, obviously, Dutch needs to save shields. Like, if he is going to be bringing the double Kyogre or double strong against Kyogre team, I think he absolutely needs to keep shields, because, as you said, switch is not really important, but he also needs to like, looking at this, like, maybe he could do something funky with Lando or Meloetta here, because he doesn't really have a super duper strong Latios answer.
Yeah.
Or maybe
so here's my thought. Now that the full Meloetta moveset has been revealed, right? As Blaze points out in chat, Latios is very strong against this version of Meloetta. I think Oscar suspects, but he hasn't confirmed, either Fire Blast or Hydro Pump, maybe Fire Blast. Those are 2 mons that do not have charge moves to hit Latios with.
That is true.
Based on what we've seen so far, DG's not willing to bring the Gardevoir because it really has no place to go with the Kyogre and the Melmetal. Scissor's terrible. Scizor is Scizor. It's terrible. Yeah. So I think we might get Latios lead now with Melmetal and Kyogre in the back.
That makes sense, because Latios, that's the trio core, and Kyogre, Melmetal is coming every game. So if Dutch really wants to call this Gardevoir lead, but at the same time, is it really, like, if he gets anything that isn't Latios, it's just not good. He's
got to put it all out there to risk it for the biscuit. I mean, I think Palkia, Zapdos for sure have to come. Maybe you do Lando. I think you can have the Lando with Palkia and Zapdos as the bodyguards. The only thing is, if you don't have Kyogre lead, you are going to have to switch to one of them to either pull out the Kyogre or the Avalugg if it's there, because you can't use up your Palkia on non-Avalugg with those 2 Ice Weak mons in the back if Avalugg is also in the back. But we laid all our cards out on the table, and it's judgment time. Let's get into game 4.
Let's see this. I'm excited. We're getting, what's lead? Lando into
Kyogre. Okay. And he brought Gardevoir too! Okay. This is gonna be difficult. No, he goes into his hard counter again! No! Dutch, please!
No.
Get the Dragon Tail through for the easy farm down? Oh man, this is...
Nope. This is bad. This is really bad.
This is not good.
Yeah.
This is
And you don't even get the farm down.
Oh man, this
you don't
is bad.
get the farm down. This is.
Took the damage from
No.
Kyogre. Doesn't have enough HP to kill the Latios. Didn't throw a move. This is. I'm getting deja vu here. This is feeling a lot like game 1.
It is. You lose switch, you lose lead,
no.
and you just don't have the team comp. But he is starting charge moves, though. He is improving.
I think at this point we have to pray for no shield and Machamp in the back.
Yeah.
It's the only way. Gets the pointless defense drop. Gets the absolutely useless defense drop. Gonna shield up this surf. In vain.
There's 0 shields, but
Oh, no.
yeah.
Oh, he
Okay, we
top
got the top
left!
left.
He doesn't want
Top
it! He
left.
doesn't want it!
No
You know
way.
Oscar's gonna double rock slide him for the ultimate embarrassment. Oh my
That
goodness! DG, please!
You know, top lefting is the respectable play there because, I mean, what else really can you do there?
It's the only thing you can do.
Yeah.
I always say this for GBL. If you know you're going to lose, you can see the writing on the wall. Instead of trying to play for like a lag advantage or something like that, the most respectful thing that you can do, not for the opponent, for yourself, is to just leave. Stop playing. Show them that you know it's over. This way you can at least demonstrate you have a semblance of understanding about the state of the game at this point in time.
Or you can just blame it off like my phone crashed.
Yeah, or yeah, you can always blame the app, and let that be the lesson for today.
Yeah.
You should always feel comfortable to blame anything and everything except for yourself. And with that in mind, let's take a look at Stefan versus Blue Anthrax. I'm really curious to get into this matchup.
All right.
Now, what do you like?
Okay, so on Blue Anthrax side, he's got a few really strong ones. Like Mewtwo obviously just slaughters everything. Like those Psy Strikes just nuke everything. Even that resisted Excadrill, like it's taken around like half from those Psy Strikes. Like it can take more than one. Like Mudshot Garchomp also, like either Garchomp looks viable here. It's just a matter of what does he want to hit. Does he want to hit on that? Does he want to hit the Excadrill harder? Does he want to hit, or does he want to hit the Enflorges? Or does he want to be able to have a nicer advantage against the Giratina Origin and Gyarados? And obviously, my locals, my people that I brought over here, they know my favorite Pokemon is Togekiss by a significant margin. And Togekiss also does nicely here. It does really nicely against mostly everything that isn't named Excadrill, or even Florges does good against it.
Indeed.
But on Stefan's side, I am liking Giratina Origin. It's not the best, but with a little bit of energy, it can do a lot against team. And if the Omniboost happens, it's just going to slaughter. And then Gyarados Excadrill is always a solid core.
Moveset consideration for Gyarados? You like Waterfall or Breath here?
I'm liking Waterfall here because Waterfall gets everything neutral. Like you already hit you're already hitting the Garchomp decently hard. You already have Florges for the Garchomp, and Waterfall also helps out with the Togekiss matchup.
Yeah.
Which otherwise would be pretty scary. And if it is Shadow Gyarados, does win the ones against Togekiss.
Wins the ones against Kiss. For sure. Which Stefan does have a Shadow Gyarados. Not a good one, but he has one.
It's pretty cool.
How do you feel about Double Ground on Stefan's side?
Double Ground, looking at it, it's not bad. I mean, because even then, the charge move spam is really nice. The shield forcing is really, really, really cool. And he could play around that. Like, he could try to... I just like the charge move spam. Spamming charge moves is fun.
Do you like Dragon Tail or Mudshot better on Garchomp?
I like Mudshot personally because Florges matchup is huge. And then you already are hitting everything super hard with both of your spammy charge moves.
Right. With Mewtwo and Mudshot Garchomp, there's not enough shields on Stefan.
Yeah.
And he can have potentially pair it with Regice for triple spam.
Or if for some reason that, like, if Stefan understands that, all right, there's not enough shields, I'm just not going to shield anything for whatever reason and be a really, really silly person, Togekiss just takes advantage of that because it's like, you don't need shields. Like, you can't shield Togekiss. You can't shield
Who do you like
Charms.
to win this? On paper, who do you like to win this?
I like Stefan's team a lot more.
Okay.
But I like the way it looks. I think it's a really fun team comp. But at the same time, I think it really is an even game because if both people if Blue Anthrax is able to play around his Mewtwo, I feel like the Mewtwo is going to be the great swap here. If you can play around that, I think Blue Anthrax has the win. And having Togekiss is obviously pretty cool.
This is what I'm thinking. I like Stefan's potential to be able to farm with various things. I think Drill or Giratina with energy is potentially deadly, and Florges also has a lot of play without any hard checks. But I think that Stefan will find a way to lose because that's
Yep.
that is if we've learned nothing else from this season, that's one of his strengths. So I think that Stefan will beat himself, and that Blue Anthrax will take this series. But let's get into the first game and see
Yep.
who's right.
I agree. This is gonna be interesting for sure.
I'm very excited for this. This is
All
probably
right.
one of the, like, on paper, this is probably the
Yep.
most even matchup we've seen today. Oh, Stefan
Okay.
picking up the early lead.
Florges into Garchomp, and that is Dragon Tail.
And it is Dragon Tail. He reveals
Mewtwo
the fast
switch.
move before switching for some reason.
And then we get the Mewtwo into the Giratina Origin. How are we playing this out? Are we going to go for the bait? Are we going to go for the straight up nuke it?
I think you
You're
gotta
not gonna
go
shield
for the
this.
double side strike to apply the most pressure on the Giratina and to force it to just
Yep.
throw the Shadow Ball. Oh,
And
he's
we're going
gonna
for the
going
bait.
for the ominous wind bait.
Are we going to get the boost? Is he fishing for boost?
Gonna no shield this. No,
Okay,
Blue
he
Anthrax
shields.
shields. No. Okay, we're gonna trade. We're gonna
Okay,
trade
that's
shields
fine.
here.
That's not the end of the world. That's not great, but you know.
All right, so we know the Garchomp is
Get a little bit
Dragon
of-
Tail, which means it's
Mhm.
gonna have an easy time farming this Giratina down.
Yeah. So we get the. Are we gonna get the boost?
Oh
we do
my
get the
god,
boost.
he gets the boost.
We get
He
the
gets
boost.
the boost. He's gonna get to the ball. This
That's
is
nasty. That's
this
nasty.
is
and you
this
have
is
to
going to
shield
do.
it. You have to respect.
Oh,
it.
this is what you have to shield. I mean, if you don't shield this Garchomp isn't doing very much after this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. But we're up a shield. We have Florges. It's got energy. In comes the Togekiss, and oh man, this is
Perfect
the turn.
alignment
Yeah.
was had. Absolutely perfect alignment.
Yeah. There's nothing you can do against this. You just have to just accept your fate, dig your grave.
You're gonna
jump
have to
in.
grit your teeth, clench your cheeks, and just start preparing for the next game. Because this is all but over at this point. in
Yeah.
time.
This was brutal.
Even Stefan could not lose this one.
Mhm.
Let the record show. I mean, do you even want to reveal if you have Sand Tomb, if you're double nuke or whatever? I mean, I
And
would
he
just-
reveals it.
He reveals he has the Sand Tomb. Is it a double ground, perhaps, version to be able to hit the Florges? But
I
then
think that's
this information reveals that Gyarados potentially has nothing to fear from this
Yeah.
Garchomp's charge move set.
This makes Garchomp a lot more of a viable option. So
Chris points out that the Garchomp was not rock slided, so is this even a win
yeah,
on Stefan's side?
Chris, you have a point, to be honest.
It's a fair point. All the lag in the world can't save this
Yep.
Garchomp from being disarmed.
Oh yeah,
And Stefan takes just the most brutally decisive
Yeah.
game one that
That
we've
was
seen since
sad.
Dutch played his brother Oscar.
hmm I think giving away the moves down the Garchomp was really iffy here. I mean, there really wasn't
Mhm.
much he could do, but now that we know that it is Dragon Tail, that opens up a lot more options for Stefan being able to understand that his Giratina isn't as strong. It still is strong, but it isn't as free.
Yeah.
And it makes the Excadrill actually not as bad. It opens up a lot of wiggle room for Excadrill being able to come out and being able to actually. I believe Excadrill wins the ones against Sand Tomb. I think. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And also this makes Florges even more free.
One thing I'm kind of thinking for Blue Anthrax is instead of using Mewtwo as the safe swap, what if you use it as the lead with two
Yeah,
Giratina
like that.
bodyguards in the back?
Yeah, you have
Um,
Hiss and Hiss and Garchomp more than likely.
yeah, and try and bully your way on swap with Garchomp as just a potential idea. Get the Florges to come out and try and get some energy off it with Mewtwo.
I
Could be
like that
possible.
play.
Gonna be difficult, but in any case, let's see what Blue Anthrax does to adjust in this next game. So we have Drill into... Okay, so he takes my advice and goes for the Mewtwo lead. This is a little
Cool.
bit dicey because
Yeah.
likely the Giratina is going to find a matchup in the back that it doesn't like as much as this.
That is true. However, if he does have positive shields, this is not as terrible. So
Are we going to let this go? Call the Side Strike.
he isn't calling it, and there's Side
Okay.
Strike.
I mean, is it even really a bait though against Excadrill?
No, it isn't a bait. You're still
So two shot on both
two-shot
sides. Yeah, two shot on both sides, even pacing. We'll have to see if he can get a fast move
And
through.
we got a little bit of lag.
After the stutter lag clears. At any minute now. Okay, I have no idea what the energy count is anymore. I'm sure no one does.
Yep. Is this going to be a side strike or?
Yeah.
Single move side strike. I respect.
Definitely don't throw this move. No, don't throw this move. You have, oh no, you have counters to this in the back, right? Definitely want to save this energy. This energy, Mewtwo energy is extremely valuable.
And we come in with a kiss. But the Giratina has energy, so you do have to shield this no matter what, though.
I think you can potentially let this go.
I could see that, yeah.
I think you can potentially let this go and go for 2-shield chomp in the back. I think the real issue is using up Mewtwo energy when you have a clear answer to the Giratina.
Yup, I agree. That was really strange to me.
Especially, you don't even need, like, if the Giratina kills the Togekiss, that's fine, because you already know that the Togekiss is just going to go into the Excadrill anyway, and he elects to shield that for some reason. I'm not really sure why. It doesn't really make sense. He knew he was going to probably be met by something that can fight Garchomp in the back. Especially having Excadrill and Giratina weak to Chomp lead. That was a weird shield. Blaze also agrees. Gonna go for the bait. Gonna have to call this. Oh, he does not call it.
He does not call it, but at the same time, what can he do here?
I mean, he's gonna have to like Sand Tomb this, which you shouldn't shield. You should not shield the first one because you definitely live Earth Power with this thing. And then he's going to try and catch, but can't farm down. Has to throw. No. I would say the big problem now is that you want to capitalize on this by landing the Earth Power before they can switch out. But even but he Sand Tombs again. Okay. Does he not have? He doesn't. He didn't even build. I was surprised. Like I didn't think he even built up to it.
So this kind of is showing that it likely is double ground. We are getting we do get the Moonblast here,
which is gonna KO.
Yep. This loss is making me kind of blue.
This last game from both sides.
That was
it's a thing that happened in front of my eyeballs. That's all I have to say about it. It's something that I saw.
It was done in the Not Go Battle League.
Yeah,
I also got that.
It was a thing. It was a thing that happened. And we're gonna analyze now the next potential thing that can happen for Game 3. So Anthrax is now down 0-2. Oliviero, please save this man. What can he do?
I think you really just need to save that energy with the Mewtwo. Like what we said, Mewtwo lead. That's great, but you need to understand that energy is so important with Mewtwo that you need to preserve energy on that thing. You need to the double Giratina encounters. Like I like that. I like that team a lot. You just need to understand that Mewtwo. Energy, big, burn the shields with whatever comes, because nothing wants to take those side strikes. And then you have two Pokemon that have insane fast move pressure, and you save shields for them.
Yeah. I think, well, in the previous game, Garchomp should have answered the Giratina. It is tankier than Togekiss. And the energy is probably more useful, or at least can harass more than Kiss energy. You probably know that there's a Florges in the back.
Yeah. Kiss
and the drill's low.
Charge with pressure.
I think. Do you think it's time to bring Regice out?
I think it is time to bring out the Regice.
It might be to try and bust the drill and the Giratina core that Stefan's very fond of, and just to have a damage sponge for Florges' charge moves.
It's bulky. And it looks fun. There's no way he can go wrong with this. There may be is, but
I wouldn't say that yet. But let's see what he does.
Yeah,
throw up Game 3 because why not?
I need an excuse to make that a terrible pun. So
we're already here, so we might as well finish it, no matter how much it pains us.
And we do see the
does come out.
Okay.
There you go. That's why they pay us the big bucks.
Exactly.
This is a neutralish. It's a neutralish matchup.
Yeah.
Obviously, drill with shields can really exploit the lock-on or the lack of lock-on damage, rather.
Because this fast move pressure is like something else. Like those lock-ons do so much damage.
Oh
like,
yeah, I know. Like, just look at that chunking away there. So the drill does have to respect every earthquake though, and of course, as we already know, the Regice doesn't have to respect the first rock slide.
Yep.
So what you could do here is, since you outpace, right? You can do 6 mud shots before earthquake is reached. So you could do 1 more and switch. Get out if you're going to the flower. It looks like Anthrax really wants to build up, and
he does catch though.
I don't think he caught an earthquake.
What was he catching?
He earthquakes anyway, and I think I think that actually makes sense, because like regardless of whether you blizzard or earthquake, you're gonna be able to fast move it down.
Yep.
One thing I would say is I think you need to, if you're gonna do that, you need to build up to another move on Regice, which you have time to do before you switch, because you're gonna take a charge move from the floor just either way on the Togekiss.
Okay, we don't make it to the disarming voice, and you're gonna solid switch timer, cool. But you don't make it in time.
See, one thing I think Stefan could have done here is actually go into, like, controversial, but go into Giratina. Don't have to worry about shielding, and go for the Shadow Claw down on this low HP Kiss and preserve the Excadrill to sweep the back.
Because now he's down shield, and he's
down shields against a Regice.
If this is Blizzard Earthquake, this is really scary to see. And Mewtwo too.
Oh man.
This is.
Remember what I said about Stefan finding ways to lose?
Yeah, I remember that too.
Yeah, I think we're gonna find out really soon whether that prediction comes to pass. So you need 2 charge moves to kill this thing. So you go for the double Psy Strike.
Yeah, I think that's the play.
You don't Shadow Ball this.
Okay, but
yeah,
he
this is fine. Absolutely fine.
This is really fine for Blue Anthrax.
Yeah, totally fine. 9 drill run range quite yet. Regice is going to come back in. Not going to get this earthquake off because Stefan's going to over farm. I don't see. This is what I was saying before about building up on the Regice before switching out of the Florges, right? Could have did that. But yeah, you're not quite in drill run range here. This thing isn't quite in.
Oh,
well, at this point, yeah, you are. At this point, yeah, you are. With you need to Shadow Ball this Excadrill. So it looks like Blue Anthrax is going to give Stefan the win right back after Stefan offered it up to him on a silver platter.
Jeez.
Yikes. That was hard to watch.
And now now we're gonna watch Blue Anthrax try to claw his way into getting not getting that 0-4.
Right, because as we know, if nothing else, you must not go 0-4 no matter what.
Yep.
Even if you have to sever a limb, you have to sell a loved one. Okay. Whatever you have to do, you must not lose all 4 games. So
that is the ultimate dishonor.
What can he do now? He tried Regice. I think that was a winning line, actually. If he really farmed up a little bit more against the Florges.
That was absolutely 100% the best possible line. But the energy management of energy is huge.
Yeah.
Like he could have at least farmed, or because he was probably on the Excadrill, he was either at a charge move or very close to one, so he could have just thrown the charge move. Like, even if it was Psy Strike, make it look like he has a chance of not winning. Like, do anything you can.
Blaze pointed out last game that he could have went Mewtwo into Florges. I think there were a lot of ways to win that game at that point. Definitely saving energy on the Regice was key. I think switching out of Mewtwo into a dry Regice was a mistake, though, because that gave the Excadrill the ability to farm up more. To then be able to handle the Mewtwo. So definitely going right into that Regice was highly problematic.
I agree.
But in any case, let's see if Anthrax can finally make an adjustment that will prove to be successful for him in this set.
or can you get the Togekiss boost, please? Like that might help out too. And
We
do
finally
get
have a
the favorable lead for
definitively good
Anthrax.
lead for Anthrax. Yes.
Okay, so
It's
he switches
only
right
too late
into
now.
Gyarados.
Here's
No
the
Shadow
Waterfall Gyarados.
Okay, and he's not switching out of this. So this shows that he like. Okay, well there we go.
Oh,
we get the red
interesting.
sides.
I kind of like this. Red Jace can easily take anything that this Gyarados can throw. He's not running Hydro Pump.
Sad.
And he charmed him into Blizzard range before switching.
Yeah, that's kind of nice. This is
the
nice
only
for
problem
Anthrax.
is he also waterfalled himself into like now having to respect Shadow Balls from Giratina.
Yep. Unless he, for some reason, unless he has the Garchomp in the back, which I feel like it's likely Mewtwo in the back, given the
I
team
think
pump.
it has to be Mewtwo. Like,
It has to
I
be
just
Mewtwo.
I can't see how you could not go with Mewtwo. He's
he
gonna be
shields the
able to
Blizzard.
land. Yeah, gonna be able to land this next Aqua Tail.
And now he's just getting a little extra farm. And do you?
I think you could let this go.
You can let this go,
I think
because
you can
you
let
don't-
this go and charm down with Togekiss.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that's the play.
Yeah, I think you charm down with Kiss. Now, here's what I was saying last game. After this charm down occurs, do you want to go in with Giratina instead of Excadrill? I think you want to go in with
I think you
Giratina.
do.
Oh, he throws! He throws the energy instead of saving it.
Okay.
Anthrax,
This-
no. Okay, well he's not
No.
gonna shield this.
Are we getting the boost?
And he undercharges for
Nope.
more energy that will never materialize into anything because the
He gets a
Togekiss.
little. He gets
This-
a little farm
this-
with that Mewtwo though, but
This is completely over. This is now
yeah.
what was possibly okay has now become the very opposite of that.
Mm-hmm.
Goes for the side strike, doesn't matter. In fact, you know what? I might just get up and take a water break. You can let me know when this is finally over because
All right, cool.
there's no coming back from this.
Yeah.
I will BRB, okay?
All right, yeah. This is, well, I don't really even know what to say here. Like, you're just gonna watch the Mewtwo just side strike it down, and then in comes the Excadrill, but he's still got 2 Mons left. He has the Excadrill, yeah, he has a shield, but that's one shield. Excadrill's like gonna get absolutely bodied by literally anything that has a charge move and a moderately okay attack stat. So we are confirming the Shadow Ball. That's fine, but like. Oh, you get the Kiss? Are we getting a little bit of farm down? You throw the energy. You throw the energy on like the 2 health Kiss. Okay, you're really throwing the 2 health energy. Like, I mean, yeah, that might have been a little risky, but you're still. Oh, wait. Is Stefan going to be able to win this? I think he is.
What did I miss?
He's going for the rock slide. He's rock sliding this Mewtwo. I think he's going for the ultimate.
Oh, he's gonna BM him for the end.
Yeah, we're getting to BM.
Wow, I don't know how we got into this state, but it actually looks like Stefan may have given Blue Anthrax away back into the game. Amazingly.
Wow. Impressive. Very nice, Stefan. Yeah. Close enough. Yeah, that was...
Oh, man.
Good job. Good job, Stefan. I'm proud.
Wow. Okay. That game went exactly how I thought it did. I seemingly missed nothing. So now we've got Heater versus Flume and Oscar versus Heartbreaker left. Yes,
Yep.
I always call him Heartbreaker because I respect the progress and the personal journey that he's made in his life. And he's not the same man as he was when he first made that account. All right, Flume into Heater. What do you like? What do you dislike?
Okay, so...
Let's get the take.
All right, so for Heater, obviously you got the Dialga Lando core. Like that just pretty much slaps everything. Like you get the fast, you get fast move pressure, and you get that nice spam. Like fast move pressure of Dialga, spam with Lando. It just kind of destroys everything. Like, but on Heater side, I am liking like Jirachi isn't half bad here. Like Jirachi is kind of nice because Jirachi has like how we've been discussing with A2 in the past games. It's A2 or Jirachi has the confusion damage. Jirachi has a lot of fast move pressure, and even against Tyranitar, something that's like, oh no, it's a dark type. Jirachi, or it's a psychic that doesn't work. But Jirachi has the Doom Desire. It gets there fast. It's super effective against Tyranitar. So it has that fun play. And then also looking at Flume side, once again, Mammoth Swine has the lovely ground ice coverage, so it's able to at least hit everything here for super effective damage. And also looking at Heater side, like Flume, I'm sorry, but you really can't catch a break here, my guy. In both the drafts I've covered, you've got some pretty bad weaknesses. I'm not gonna lie. I'll love to you, man, but like that Regirock also does look really nice.
All right,
Like here. What would say?
Yeah, all right. So here's what I'm thinking. The Jirachi looks really good against the armored Mewtwo, assuming it doesn't run Earthquake. It can chip away at the T-Tar. If you have Gleam, then you can kill the Shadow Tyranitar.
Yep.
And with Doom Desire, if the Tyranitar comes in a little bit late, you're gonna get 2 Doom Desires off on the T-Tar. So you can threaten it. The Mammoth Swine, great matchup there. Zamazenta is actually kind of annoying. It's not as comfortable as you would like it to be because Zamazenta can beat Jirachi. Yeah, it can beat Jirachi, especially up energy, and getting the debuffs. Which, like, I mean, you don't even really need because you're applying so much pressure. And obviously, Jirachi's not great against Ho-Oh. It does do well against the Dragonite. If you lead Jirachi, you really only have to switch out of like Tyranitar or Ho-Oh.
Yeah.
And I think Lando lends itself to being a really good switch into those two things. So I think Jirachi lead with Lando safe swap makes a lot of sense, potentially trying to keep shields in the back for the Dialga. But on Flume's side, I like Chad is saying, I like ZZ for Flume. Probably the main problems with ZZ are Jirachi, and he's probably not going to run Ice Fang, so Lando does well against it, and Gusty Veltal does very well against it. And speaking of Gust, I think Gust gives you good play against Ho-Oh. It gives you a lot of damage against the Ho-Oh and the Dragonite. You can hang in. It's not a winning matchup because you've switched to Gust, but certainly can hang.
Fast pressure is always cool.
Yeah, you murder the Zamazenta. You can handle any moveset version of the armored Mewtwo. Tyranitar becomes a little bit iffy. It's probably not going to run Smackdown, so you're talking about Bite versus Gust damage. Shadow Tyranitar
you still have the shield pressure on it. You still have the threat of Focus Blast.
You have a little bit more shield pressure against the T-Tar because of Bite's slow energy generation. And I think you can even probably 2-shield a Mammoth Swine with bad timing, getting Gusts through.
Yeah.
So it's possible that Gust Y I think it seems pretty interesting. I don't know if he necessarily wants to bring it, but it's to me, it's a convincing bodyguard for Dialga from the Zamazenta.
I agree. What else? Is there anything else? The Shadow T-Tar kind of look fun.
Yeah, if you want something to wall the Tyranitar, I mean, he'd have to run Fire Blast, but essentially Virizion does give you a Tyranitar wall. With Stone Edge, it gives you a way to hit the Ho-Oh and the Dragonite. 2-shot the Dragonite and Ho-Oh. I think if you're willing to commit shields, you might be able to quick attack it down after a Stone Edge. Or if you've previously chipped it, it's not even that bad against Zamazenta. So I think the Virizion's pretty interesting as well. I'm curious to see what combination that these two.
I think Virizion is definitely going to be an interesting pick, but it's possible. It just needs to be very careful. Let's see this now.
Let's see if we can get a matchup that doesn't make me want to get out of my seat.
Yep. Flume's still having the dance moves. He has one thing, right? And okay, this is still
so he's going with the Jirachi lead. Like I thought, this is a good lead, but obviously Mammoth Swine with Bulldoze.
You have shield. It has shield pressure on you.
There's no reason to run Stone Edge here. Yeah, you have shield pressure against this.
And you kind of have to. Do you respect?
You can live. You can live one. Yeah, you can definitely live one. But it's just that
not pretty.
Yeah, you're gonna get farmed down afterwards if you let it go.
So we get the first Doom Desire. He lets it go.
He's gonna let it go after getting the shield. Okay. Because he has a Ho-Oh. So he has a Ho-Oh. He's gonna force out the Jirachi. Ooh, I don't like this.
This is iffy.
I don't like this because now he can Sacred Fire and escape. Actually, he overfarms for some reason. I do not know why. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. He's gonna have to shield this. Now we're in the ones. Heater, like that. Is he Sacred Fire or does he? Oh, he has Earthquake. Okay, yeah, he's gonna go down. He's gonna go down to that move.
All right.
You go with Regirock here.
Yeah, you go your Regirock and you just you make it to the Stone Edge and hope that.
Do you stay? Okay, you don't stay. I kind of like not staying.
Mm-hmm. Same.
This Focus Blast. Yeah, this is gonna stall the clock and let him get to the Jirachi. What you need to do is you need to get shields though, because one Earthquake won't. This Regirock hasn't taken enough damage yet.
Oh, and he catches.
I don't know if this catch is gonna work out for him because he actually might bait Crunch here to try and get the defense drop, which he does. So I don't know.
That's clever.
Yeah. Okay. So now this Jirachi has to shield if it wants to be able to put pressure on the Zamazenta. Gonna let it go, makes sense. This is not in Stone Edge range yet. Gonna have to go up for the Focus Blast. If he shields this, he's gonna be able to get to another move here. And he might go for the Crunch. Oh, he doesn't throw? What?
Okay.
Why is he farming up so much? He's trying to get to back to not debuff before the Stone Edge, but he's so low now he's gonna die anyway.
He's gonna die anyway. So
Flume,
okay.
No!
Flume.
The only way to win this game was
Flume is throwing.
Needs to throw a charge move.
So is every Flume battle I'm gonna shoutcast be a 0-4 on Flume side? Like
the CC is not quite enough from that range, as Flume points out, but you know what's definitely not enough? Not throwing any charge moves for sure will not kill the Regirock either. That Snarl I know for a fact.
Snarl's a good fast move, but
doesn't have enough fast move pressure against the Regirock. He's gonna need to make an adjustment.
That's not a research breakthrough Regirock. It's gonna do damage still.
Yeah.
So looking at this next game. What do I feel like it's gonna be strong? Like, how do we feel how Flume can recover from this potentially?
Well, he's gonna need something that can go toe to toe with the Regirock and actually do some fast move damage. One way to do that is Shadow Dragonite. Is one way to accomplish this task. What I want to say is the Ho-Oh doesn't die to one Stone Edge straight up. It's maybe baiting out the Regirock. Trying to get a shield with Earthquake, maybe letting it go down and then farming the Regirock down to keep all your health at the cost of one shield is maybe the way to go here.
Yeah, I think so. And I see Flume being like, true, can we not have Oliviero back if this is the reason we're getting all the 0-4s? You like the commentary. Yeah.
It's the thing is, Flume, sometimes you just have to face the truth. Even when it's really looking back at you in the mirror with Oliviero's handsome face on it. And his beautiful flowing hair.
Yes.
Now, let's get into game 2 and see if Flume can get back into this match.
Alright, let Flume please do it. Please.
We're going to have, presumably, Gusty Veltal into Bite Tyranitar. Really interesting to see this, actually. So he's going to switch out right away. And it's Smackdown! Oh my goodness!
Okay, and then we so we're gonna get the Ho-Oh on the Dialga.
Yeah.
We're getting the farm.
I mean,
we throw the Iron Head. Do you shield this?
Do you call this?
Do you shield this?
I mean, you know he has the energy for Thunder. He's not gonna take the chance. Okay.
I respect that.
Gonna go for the Earthquake, presumably.
Unless for some reason
he's late on the swap though, so he's gonna get outpaced to another. This Iron Head won't kill though. Can Brave Bird here? Oh, okay.
And you win CMP.
Yep.
So
now you're gonna have to shield now. He's gonna let it go. He's going to let it go. Okay, do you have a way to get rid of this Dialga? You need a way to get rid of this Dialga.
Yeah. He kind of needs.
Okay, Zamazenta's gonna come in.
ZZ comes out, so
we're gonna get to a move before he gets this off.
But he throws first. And what happens?
You're gonna have to
You
let
don't-
this
you don't-
go.
yeah, you need to go
you have to let
berserker.
that go. You gotta let that go. Yeah, this is getting kind of ugly.
Yeah.
This is getting kind of ugly right here. I'm gonna be honest.
This isn't great.
The writing, this Gusty Veltal is gonna wait. It is Gust. It is Gust. Okay.
Yeah.
Gusty Veltal is gonna come out.
It
You
can
do
throw
not
one
shield
charge
this.
move.
You
No,
don't shield this because Regirock can just go double focus blast in the back half.
And here comes the T-Tar.
Oh, Heater gonna give the Trantar more farm though, to be a good sport, which we can all appreciate.
Yeah. Being nice is always
Heater
nice.
gonna give Flume a chance to potentially win. It's not gonna be enough energy to win.
Yeah.
He's gonna let the first crunch go.
We get the defense
no
drop.
defense
No defense
drop.
drop.
Yep, looking good.
Solid.
If Flume calls this bait though,
That would be kind of nice. That'd be
that
very
would be
nice
kind
of
of nice. He
And
doesn't.
he
He doesn't
does
call.
not.
He does
That
not
is
call the
bad.
bait.
That is.
Flume is going to throw this charge move, despite
Yep.
Heater having a shield left for some reason. Maybe hoping that it
That
kills
one
through the
damage is
shield.
valuable.
Yeah,
That
you gotta
one
get that
damage is
extra
really
damage. If he no shields that Stone Edge, he might win this game. Heater giving Flume 2 chances to win this game, both with the bait and by staying in to let the Tyranitar
And
farm.
the lock-on farm down.
Oh
Very
man,
nice.
I like the lock-on farm down at the end. That was beautiful.
I do. Lock-on farm down is always something to behold.
All right. Well, that was just a brutal, and we revealed that the Tyranitar can't fight the Dialga, having Smackdown.
That's kind of rough.
Yeah.
But like, is the Yveltal worth it?
Right now I'm thinking Mamo,
Yeah.
Ho-Oh, and Zamazenta or Dragonite.
I agree.
There's some version of this team needs to come back out here to try and get some wins for this man. We'll see if he can make an adjustment going into game 3. A chance to get back in it for a tie.
Can we tie this, please?
God, I certainly hope so.
Come
All right,
on,
we have Lando into Ho-Oh. So it's a winning matchup for Lando.
Yeah.
But you can get shields with Ho-Oh. So I think the best way to play this, I think, is to trade. I think you trade the shields. He's gonna super power bait. What?
Sure.
Really? Okay.
Well, it works.
He's gonna super power bait and catch the Brave Bird on Dialga.
But what if he goes up with the 5-head Earthquake?
He only did the 3. Okay.
Yeah, I can't count.
But this puts it into 1 close combat range.
That does.
Do you shield this? I think you can't.
No.
I think you do not.
You can't shield this.
Have to let this go, right? You have to let this go. Whoa! He shields. No, Flume. You have no shields against Lando.
Flume.
No. Oh, don't tell me he crunches too. Just try and. Oh, is he gonna be able to start this down?
Yeah, he is. He is.
He got the debuff. Oh, dude, he gets that. He doesn't get the debuff. He gets to the Iron Head. trying to avoid debuffing his defense only works out because of the debuff. Okay, close combat does more damage than crunch. Makes sense.
Yep.
Has 2 moves.
That's fine. You're not getting to a 3rd. So I think.
No. This is. Oh, wait, what? What?
I'm sure.
Why?
I mean, if it gets you game, it gets you game. But like, what?
All right. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He can't lose now.
Yep.
So it's irrelevant. Or can he? Well, he can't lose. There's no way you can lose this game.
Heater explains that's a panic. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
You panic. I mean, so the Ho-Oh has no energy. You're going to shield this.
Yep.
Right. He
The
goes
close
goes
combat,
for the
all
nuke.
right.
There's no reason not to. He's already in Stone Edge range. Getting a crunch debuff now isn't going to help. Heater correctly
not.
over farms to make sure that he can land the Stone Edge on the Ho-Oh.
And because you should live a earthquake.
Now,
in
do
this
you
range.
do you go for the catch? Do you go for the catch here for the additional humiliation? You're not quite in earthquake range here.
No.
You haven't taken enough damage yet. You should live earthquake. I think you live it just barely.
You do,
if
but
you could even reach it.
It goes down. And yeah, that kind of hurts.
Oh,
and
that Heater beat Flume so bad it kicked him out to the map.
Ouch.
That's painful, dude. Now we're Heater up 3-0 now.
You don't need the additional humiliation, Flume. It's okay. It feel like that some games.
It's already too late. All right,
a lot of games.
Flume has a chance now, as we've said, to avoid the dreaded 0-4. You have one game left.
Make it count.
Yeah. What can you do? Please, Oliviero, save this man from himself.
Yours is Osmenta is huge here. Like, use your Osmenta. Like, use it as it's a nice safe here. Like, I like the Ho-Oh's Osmenta Mammo core, but it's just like, please, like, you know. Also, maybe wait until it might just be best to resign. Wait until the next PoGoRaids draft.
I am honestly thinking he needs to go back in time and run Mudslap Mamoswine at this point with how weak he is to these steel types. I honestly think that's the only way. Has to go back in time and run Mudslap Mamo. Alright. Let's just rip the band-aid off.
Yeah.
Get into game 4. Let's get it over with. And then we'll get into the final set of the day.
We get Yveltal into
Mamoswine.
It's a good lead for Flume.
Good thing he does have Mudslap Mamo, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, we go into the patented Dialga save swap, which, as we know, has no punish on Flume's side.
And he's got the charge moves, like...
This Dialga is way too powerful for Flume. There's really nothing he can do. Gonna shield the Avalanche.
Maybe since we get the Ho, maybe because he's going with the he stayed in that. Maybe he has the Smackdown T-Tar for Yveltal in the back.
Yeah. Do you call this? He's been baited all game today. Shields again. It's baiting Flume is a reliable strategy, competitors. Let's keep that in mind. Okay. What do you go for here? Earthquake, or do you just go for the Braver to save some energy? Okay, goes for the Earthquake.
That's fine.
This is gonna be hugely problematic.
So we're going to Yveltal.
Especially when he Brave Birds and he catches on Regirock. No, he doesn't go for the catch. Okay, gets the Gust through.
He's gotta go Brave Bird now.
Do you shield this? You know that there's a Mamo in the back. Okay. Gonna Gust down.
I mean, he's gonna get energy though, no matter what, and even then, Mamoswine doesn't want to take any charge moves from the thing.
Mamoswine has already taken Dragon Breath damage, so I actually don't think you need to Focus Blast it at this point. I think you could just probably Dark Pulse this, which is what
it's not that bulky, so it's like not optimal for Mamo.
Heater recognizes he only needs a Dark Pulse at this point in time to get rid of this Mamoswine. Gets the last shield. Gonna need to farm up a little bit, not throw right away. Okay, so I like this. I like him banking that energy because I don't think it would be that helpful. To hit the Regirock with, you still need another charge move. 2 Focus Blasts will be enough to take out the Zamazenta. So you're gonna need to double close combat this thing. Okay.
All right. Cool.
But here's the thing: is it better to double close combat and then give that Yveltal farm, or do you want goes for the crunch for reasons, doesn't want to double debuff?
I guess debuff.
I think it would be better to close combat and then, like, hear me out, let the Zamazenta die to the Regirock and then try and farm down with Mamo, because the thing is now, he has the move, but he loses CMP.
Yeah.
Yveltal. I don't know if this might not quite be enough.
I don't think it kills.
It is. It is. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Well.
Yeah,
That was a game.
the best way to play that was to lose to the Regirock, because you can't allow the Yveltal to get farm off of the Zamazenta that wins.
That was absolutely crucial.
The crucial play was to try to win with Mamo, getting energy off, getting like farming down the Regirock, or potentially farming up to almost the Avalanche, because you know the Yveltal's not quite at a Dark Pulse yet. You can't get to you can't do a full 6 Powder Snows, right? Because the Regirock is annoying, will outpace on that 11 to the Stone Edge. So you're gonna have to go almost as far as you can almost go, right? And then drop the Avalanche, and then hopefully be within 1 Powder Snow to get to the second one against the Yveltal. That was a tough game for Flume, though. I think he played it pretty well. It was difficult to try and recognize that win con within the moment.
It was, but eventually, that was a very close game on Flume's part, so I do have to give props to Flume.
Yeah. For sure, I'm giving props as well. I think that was pretty well played, all things considered. It was a difficult line to fight against, and I think he was able to negotiate it quite well. But with all that in mind, let's now take a look at Oscar versus Heartbreaker, our last matchup of today. This is a very, I think this is a very rich position, if you will, in terms of the counterplay that both of them have. But break it down for us. What do you like and what don't you like?
Okay, so initially looking at this, so on a Heartbroken side, I see a very potent core being the Zekrom Metagross core, because Zekrom obviously is able to deal with that Kyogre. It's able to deal with the Latios. It's able to deal with it has that super strong Wild Charge. It has the Crunch for Latios, and then Metagross. It literally only has to fear the Kyogre. Yes, Melmetal. It does have to but at the same time, Melmetal has to debuff itself a lot unless it wants to run Thunderbolt to win.
Yeah.
And so the two of them make a very nice pairing, and also looking at some of the other things, Groudon is also super nice here. Yes, has to fear Abalug and Kyogre, but Earthquakes hit everything here super hard. Nothing wants, even Kyogre does not like taking those Earthquakes. I also noted Como looks kind of neat. Because besides Sylveon, nothing really appreciates either the close combats or the dragon damage. Avalugg, even though it's hitting it super effectively with the Ice Fangs, the close combat still hurts. But on Oscar's side, what I am liking is Melmetal seems pretty okay. Besides the Metagross matchup and maybe the
Groudon.
Groudon, and it's you have to
has some play. It's a little. I think it's a little difficult to bring the Melmetal.
Yes, but it's not easy. Although the better fighter is Machamp.
Yeah.
Because no counter resist on Heartbroken's team. Zero resistances. And it's we were talking, and close combat does look kind of nice here because there isn't any reason to run any other coverage. Whoa, you could be really cool and run payback for the Metagross, but why would you do that? Why would you do that? You don't need it with close combat.
You don't, because you have Cross Chop as the bait move. Double fighting.
Mm-hmm. That's the play.
Yeah, I think double fighting Machamp looks really strong. You don't need the Shadow if you're gonna run close combat. I don't think you need the Shadow. You can beat Metagross in the ones with close combat, and you don't even need to bait for that. That's just a double. That's a back-to-backer for you. So I do like Machamp. I think what's interesting for a Heartbreaker is Zekrom lead with Groudon and Metagross, and the Groudon maybe is a safe swap to pull out the Kyogre for Zekrom to farm, and then have the Metagross looks pretty strong in the back. One problem that I could foresee, though, is what's awkward is the Machamp lead.
Yeah.
Probably Heartbreaker's biggest problem is the Machamp lead, because it can close combat and dip everything, and it gets
either
to close combat
shields or it gets lead.
It can close combat Zekrom before Zekrom gets to a charge move, which is very annoying. I think that Machamp's ability to outpace Heartbreaker's team to that nuke is going to be a big problem. You could also see Metagross double dragon, but that doesn't solve the main problem of the Machamp. So it's going to be very difficult, I think, to negotiate around that. Stefan's saying that Oscar is going to rely on RPS for this matchup and can't dip from Machamp into a Zekrom or something like that. I don't know if that's true, because I think the Latios is really strong with shields up, can bully its
Yeah.
way through like the whole team.
Latios does
Um,
look nice here too.
Yeah, so I think Latios and Machamp have to come like every single game. And I honestly I don't hate Kyogre here. Kyogre can bully its way through a lot of things as well, especially a Zekrom low on health, and Como doesn't have exactly the biggest stat product. And
Yep.
Surfs add up against like Walrein and
Surf-
Empoleon. In fact, I wouldn't even run Blizzard here. I think I
Yeah,
would run the
Thunder is the way
Thunder
to
to
go.
hit those waters. And hopefully, if you do have to fight Zekrom with Kyogre, you've chipped it already, perhaps, so that like the waterfalls plus the surfs will be enough to handle Zekrom. So I actually do think Whale has to come. I think Machamp has to come, and I think Latios has to come.
I agree. Let's see how this first game goes. So, what are we getting for leads? How are we playing this out? So we see the Kyogre lead into the Como.
Oh, interesting. Okay, and he's gonna go with Machamp and Sylveon. Gonna safe swap into Machamp.
Smart, and it's Shadow too. Very nice.
This
is
gonna
double
be
fighting like we talked about.
Yeah, this is gonna be tricky. If Heartbreaker is ABA Dragon, he's gonna stay, but needs to win Switch. Regardless, he's gonna shield that. Okay.
We get to another cross chop.
At this point, you could go. I think you live this, so I think you win the ones if you want to let this go, and then that could work out quite well. But he's gonna farm down, which still makes sense. Sylveon can absorb all of the charge moves that this thing can throw. But do you want to reveal the Sylveon now?
Yeah, that's iffy.
I guess you have to. All right, so you're gonna take the move on the Sylveon. I expect him to just go for the nuke.
Same. Like there's no
after
reason
the farm.
Close combat.
Yeah, he's gonna go for the nuke. Does does a little chip.
Yeah.
That's gonna let him align the Metagross.
Yeah, that's.
And now the Kyogre comes out, and he's running Blizzard against Walrein. It's a little awkward.
Yeah, this is awkward, and it kind of forces Oscar to reveal that he doesn't have Thunder.
Yeah, now we're gonna know he doesn't have Thunder. He's not gonna bait Ghost for the Earthquake right off the bat, and yeah, he's gonna shield right away. Makes sense.
Yep.
But Kyogre's stat product is so superior to Walrein that like honestly
these surfs are gonna hurt.
Yeah, these surfs are gonna do a lot. What this Walrein really needs to do is try and put this Kyogre into Meteor Mash range.
Yeah. That's what it needs to do for sure.
Wait.
Okay.
No. Oh no. That's now. See, now
are
he's
you giving
allowed.
Oscar even more of a win?
He's gonna let Oscar fully farm. And he's gonna get double surfed, and this is game over.
This is
getting
not like this.
In fact, at this point in time, I have to say I'm kind of disappointed he didn't Blizzard him. No, I don't think you can get away with quite that much of disrespect.
No, you can't.
Well, but that was... You know what? I mean, might as well reveal it. It's obvious. If you had Thunder, you would have used it already. So he knows you have Blizzard. Okay, well, Heartbreaker did not commit to applying more charge move pressure, instead gave up by prematurely throwing an Icicle Spear. Oscar is going to be able to reverse a lost lead due to shield advantage.
Impressive. Speaking of water, I will be right back. Just need to fill my
water
bottle.
Don't worry. I'm going to hold the fort down in your absence.
Thank you.
Just like you did for me. I know.
Great.
Amazing.
I appreciate it. Best shoutcaster partner I can have.
I think Oscar made a mistake by not Blizzarding the Metagross. It's probably one of the worst plays that I've seen today. So, this is what I'm thinking now. Heartbreaker, for some unimaginable reason, decided not to bring Zekrom against this team, even though Zekrom with Wild Charge and Crunch can hit everything on this team hard. And if you're really worried about like the Sylveon and the Avalugg, you can run Flash Cannon. So Zekrom, I think, the charge move pool is massive. It has potential to do heavy damage all over the place. I do not know why he did not bring it, but I think he needs to rearrange the team, and perhaps rely a little bit more on Zekrom. I still think Groudon can come. I think Groudon has play against this whole team, can hit everything really hard, and hear me out, you can even run Solar Beam. So, you could go Dragon Tail for like the Latios. Dragon Tails and Fire Punch is enough for Melmetal. Puts pressure on, that gives you fast move pressure against the Machamp, and can hit the Avalugg pretty hard. And then now you have a way to one-shot Kyogre. It's definitely possible, something to consider. I don't know if Heartbreaker like did too much with this, in terms of simming and preparing for this game. Let's assume no. Another thing that can happen is he could go ABA Dragon. It's a little risky. If you're going to do that, I think you have to lead Zekrom instead of Como, because at least Zekrom can get the Wild Charge off on the Sylveon for heavy damage. Potentially get the Sylveon to shield, or just put it within easy farm range. Once the Sylveon is gone, then you can try and sweep with the Como. But anyway, Oliviero's now back.
Welcome back.
I think we're ready to get into game 2. Let's see if Heartbreaker can make any adjustments. All right, we're going to go with Kyogre lead again into Groudon.
Oh, this is really iffy for Heartbroken here. All right, so...
Oh, he's going to stay because he's got Metagross in the back. Well,
that's definitely telling.
You get outpaced to this Earthquake. 16 turns for Earthquake, 15 for Surf. So that's unfortunate.
You got shield.
Pops the shield. Yeah, pops the shield. There's Oscar realize he needs to shield this or not? I think you could let it go.
He does, but he gets to shield. He understands the importance of his Kyogre here.
Yep, now you're just going to let this go.
Fire Punch.
Yep, going to let the Fire Punch go. For sure. Okay. Now we have Switch and we have a move. So we're probably going to safe swap out of this to Machamp. What? Oh, he's going to go. Oh, he's going to get the last shield. Okay. He's going to get the last shield. That makes sense.
Yep.
I like this. This is
smart. Now how do you play this out?
He's going to shield or die. And you know what was really good about this is he can let the Kyogre fully get farmed because the Sylveon... I mean, I think he could win either way, right? Like, you could go into the Machamp. He can't really switch out. And the Kyogre would then fight the Metagross in the back, presumably. But having this alignment also works because the Machamp is up a shield against the Metagross in the back. So Sylveon comes in, and Machamp is just going to close combat this thing now. And that's just going to be game.
Yeah. There's nothing really Heartbroken can do here.
I'm actually wondering if you want to reveal, like, because I think you can just double cross chop this. So do you like not want to show the close combat?
And
double cross chop is going to be fine. And then the Sylveon, you don't need to reveal the close combat. Sylveon's going to, I mean, you don't even need to throw another move here, because if the Metagross can get to another move, you just charm it down at this point, so it doesn't matter. But this is all over. And I like not showing the second charge move.
Same here.
And Olaf, this is the last match of the day right here. Did he is Stefan saying he already revealed close combat? Did he already? I don't remember.
I feel like
no, he didn't. I don't think he did. Yeah, he didn't reveal it. Unless he's saying about something else. He must be referring to something else. I don't think he revealed close combat yet. All right, so that was tough alignment for Heartbreaker. Yes, I don't think ABA weak to Kyogre is the way. I also don't understand why he won't bring Zekrom.
Yeah,
is there some reason for this?
Really nice against his team comps, but it feels really strange. Like you have the core. You need to make you have the opportunity to make it work.
Yeah,
you have the Mons. like yes, Zekrom doesn't like the Sylveon. It seems like Oscar is very lenient on or very much like bringing in Sylveon very frequently. So yes, I can get that, but at the same time, you need to understand that, or I feel like Heartbroken needs to understand that Zekrom is crucial for the Kyogre matchup too.
I think Zekrom is killer shields down. You weren't here when I said this, but I mean Zekrom can even run Flash Cannon, like Wild Charge Flash Cannon, and have and shields down just be absolutely deadly to the whole team.
That is absolutely a great point. Because like those Wild Charges hurt the Flash Cannon nuke Sylveon.
Zekrom has so much play here. I do not understand why he hasn't brought it yet, but let's see if finally the Black Dragon comes out for Game 3. And we're going to lead Machamp this time.
Oh, we're going
to
Metagross. So this is terrible.
If this is another ABA weak team to Kyogre, this could be okay. To have Groudon fight the Sylveon, but you need to win Switch here, which isn't really going to be possible. Shadow Machamp wins 2s against Metagross. So this is going to be tough.
Yeah.
One thing he could do is if he has Zekrom, he could lose this lead, farm the Machamp down, and nuke the Sylveon. But instead, he's gonna save the Metagross. Maybe he's Double Dragon.
That's not bad. Okay.
Saves the Metagross, catches this move. Oscar looks like he wants to bank a move and then go to Sylveon, which makes sense to me.
That's smart.
Yep. Okay, now you get to wait.
You get the charge.
Okay, yeah, you throw this. It doesn't matter. Yeah. It doesn't matter. All right, gonna throw this move.
That's fine.
Gonna throw this move.
A little bit.
Make the You're gonna make the. He's gonna. Okay, I like not tapping.
That's smart.
This way, you're going to ensure that the Metagross gets less farm.
Less farm.
Yeah. Less farm, and this way you're not locked in for as long. Okay,
that's smart. I like that play a lot.
Either way, the Metagross is going to come away with a move for this. So, throwing this move. It doesn't really matter that much. I guess he can
it's
aid
like
with
like a
farm. Yeah, it's like I think you have to go in with Kyogre and just hope that he blind throws Meteor Mash.
Yeah, because
at this point,
Earthquake here.
But if this is Double Dragon, this is looking real bad. Oh, he doesn't throw. He doesn't throw.
It is Double Dragon.
All right, this is bad.
Yeah, this is
real bad. Finally, the Zekrom comes out to do Zekrom things. You're gonna have to shield this.
You need the shield and you need the bait to either.
Wait, he wild charges? What? Wait,
why? That's a play. I'm not gonna say it's a great.
Oh, this is gonna be bad. He's gonna double surf and cross chop him.
Yeah.
What? Is he actually wild charge Flash Cannon?
What?
Okay, can this Metagross bullet punch this thing down? I don't think it has enough health. Enough health. No, I don't think it does. It needs to be able to. No. It's not going to be able to. He's going to die here. Simul KO. Okay.
Well.
Yeah, that was that was really unfortunate.
Yeah. So that kind of shows that it is Flash Cannon.
Yeah. I kind of think that if that's the version of Zekrom he is going with, he needs to safe swap that.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
I know exactly.
Zach is a good closer. I think
it is.
I think regardless, that was a tough game. That was a tough
closer,
game for
but it's dependent on no shields.
Yeah.
How can Heartbroken now avoid a 4-0?
Well, the Steel Double Dragon is always going to be difficult because of Machamp. I think which is why ABA works better with Machamp lead, just because I think the Dragons handle Machamp a lot better, just because of the pacing. Metagross is just slow to moves, and it doesn't have good fast move pressure. So you're going to be looking at either the Dragon Tail user in Como or the Dragon Breath user in Zekrom. So probably one of the biggest threats to his team, like we said, is like this Machamp is like unchecked. Essentially, the energy is good everywhere. He can redeem it against any matchup.
It has fast move.
Just good to go.
It has shield pressure. It has everything that Oscar needs to win.
Exactly. So I think Zekrom has to come now. In this third game, this last game, it's crucial. Zekrom has to come. I think Metagross still has to come.
Yep.
And we're gonna need a safe swap that brings out that whale. And lets us get some energy. Yeah, maybe it needs to be Groudon. It might need to be Groudon.
Yeah, I think
let's get into game 4. We need to find Heartbreaker needs to find a way to get some energy on this Zekrom so he can start dropping bombs everywhere. That's what I think has to happen. All right, Sylveon
into the.
There we go. Okay, but now what? Wait for it. Let's see if the Groudon comes out. He's ABA Dragon. Okay, this is gonna be. You can get to the Flash Cannon before you die.
Yeah. Does he respect the Flash Cannon though?
It looks like he's not going to. Probably because he's gonna put stock in 2 Shield Machamp. Oh, he just goes for the Wild Charge.
Okay.
Interesting.
It's not bad.
Metagross is gonna come out now and absorb this move.
We get the move.
And the Metagross is gonna be met by Kyogre. And I really, really hope that he is ABA Dragon, because if he's Metagross Groudon, he's in for a very bad time. And it is Como.
Yep, that's...
you know, Oscar doesn't necessarily have to shield the first move.
No, he doesn't.
Because once he gets this Como low enough, Kyogre becomes a Como counter.
Yeah, it can just farm. Like easy.
But I expect them. They're just gonna trade shields here. The whale is obviously like full health. The Metagross has a little bit of energy, but is chipped. So it's essentially this is just you can shield this if you want to. It's a safe shield.
It lets it go down
because Kyogre is fine against. I think Kyogre is fine against this Metagross in the back.
Yeah,
but he's gonna let it go. That makes sense.
And we get to this. We're just gonna farm it down.
We're just gonna farm all the way down. It looks like.
Yeah.
Between the Earthquake and close combat, I think they probably do about the same. Because Como has very low attack, but gets baited. Oh, that's unpleasant.
Yeah.
Switches into a Surf though, or switches into a Waterfall, which is also kind of unpleasant. Gonna have to shield this or get Waterfall down.
There really isn't anything he can do about this here. He's just gonna accept his fate.
This won't KO. So I think this Metagross will be able to get a Meteor Mash off. If he has a Dragon Claw banked, then I think he actually wins this game.
That would be huge.
Oh, he doesn't get the move. Really? Okay, needs close combat then.
Yep.
Can he get it? Oh man, I think this is a close combat. I think he has it.
And
he has it.
We get
Heartbreaker. Listening to our advice that we have been proffering whole stream does not get O4'd. He says, "No, Oscar, I'm not gonna let you roll through me." Gets the last win to have a respectable loss on the books. I can really appreciate that.
I like that.
Heartbreaker, you have A+ from me. Good job in coming back. I know you're probably asleep right now, but that was excellent. Well played. All right, so let's take a just brief overview of today's matches. Obviously, Flume playing twice, Goku playing twice, and Oscar playing twice. Goku taking a 4-0 against Flume. Who could have predicted that? Taking a hard 1-3 loss against Oscar with some particularly unusual, or dare we say unconventional plays. Stefan solidifying a nice 4-0 over Blue Anthrax. Heater,
nice 3-0 over Flume.
Yeah, nice 3-0 over Flume. 3-0, throwing one of those games with the lack of BM potential. And Oscar taking a 3-1 over Heartbreaker to picking up 2 3-1s on the day, and it's going to look like he's maintaining his lead in the standings. Let's take a look at that real quick.
And
Oscar indeed on top. That's the only time in life that he'll ever hear that. No. We've got Heater, Stefan, and Kelsey bringing up the rear, with some interesting rank numbers on the table, but not to worry, we can decipher it using our eyeballs. But Heater in second, Steph in third, and Kelsey in fourth. The middle of the pack, led by Dutch Goku and sort of capped off by Chris, and then the bottom, led by Cabana. Cabana, if there's one thing I know about Cabana, is that he's always going to be the top of the bottom. And then we've got Anthrax at the bottom of the bottom.
And then Flume's just there.
I would say that given the point distribution and the games played, okay, with Kelsey has 2 less played than Oscar, okay? So she has a chance to climb up with, you get 2 points for a win, I do believe. Yeah. So that would put her at 9 points within the same amount of games played. That's pretty close if she can solidify 2 more wins. But I would say that Heater, at only 5 games played, he's 1 less than Oscar, right? So 1 win would put him at a tie again. So he's going to be right back in this. Stefan has taken quite a bit of a beating this season. I think with the 7, he's 13-7, 7 lost rounds. It's looking a little tough for him in 5 played. Yeah, he hasn't had a lot of decisive wins, but he's certainly been able to hold his own in the top. So I would say that anything could still happen at this point in time.
Still safe to say that Oscar has that huge advantage.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's pretty much saying was it's pretty clear that Oscar will get this win unless somehow Heater or Stefan is able to get a huge advantage. And super cavitation, I don't think Flume can cut it. I don't think he can win.
Flume cannot come back at this point in time. Sad to say, he is completely inverted Oscar's record with a third of the points. This is looking like Flume is now no longer fighting for the win. He's fighting for survival to stay in this division, which is going to be it's definitely going to be a trying trial for him to sort of climb back through. But I still think that overall, obviously Oscar is doing the best, but it's still anyone's game. Of 3 to 4 people, I think, for the bottom of the board, their season in terms of actually winning is over. They're all going to now fight to stay in this division and not be relegated. For those that don't know, PoGoRaids uses a pro rel system similar to various professional sports, but essentially the top players get to stay for the next season, and then the lower divisions promote players that do well into champs, and then the underperformers are demoted into the lower leagues, and next season they'll have a chance to compete in the competitive divisions to try and climb back into champs once again after the next season concludes. So right now, I would say that it looks like Cabana, Flume, and Blue Anthrax are all in a very tight-knit race for last place. Cabana probably looking to try and push himself up to avoid relegation. Chris is teetering on the edge, could go either way at this point. Yeah, could be relegated, could finish middle of the pack. We'll have to see if he's able to perform.
Recover.
Yeah, well, he's gonna have to perform exactly average. Not well, not terrible, just right in the middle. I think Chris can maintain that standard of play, but we'll have to see. In any case, I think you've probably heard enough from us today. I'm sure you guys want to go out and do something else with your life. So I just want to thank you all for choosing to spend your time with me and Oliviero. It's been a blast.
All these battles, no matter what, even no matter how much shit we talk about Flume, he's still great. All these battles are excellent. I
love Flume.
Flume is great.
I just want to say on a personal side note that I love all of our contestants equally, which is to say, not at all. What I really want to do is make sure to thank our staff. We've had so much help with production, and may I tell you guys that it's not easy to do this every week, no less twice a week. So special thanks to Dave. Yes, that is the correct pronunciation. GCB, Polar Bears, we love you, Rar Books, and Rizlord, who is our main producer today. Thank you guys. Without your hard work, none of this would be possible. Special thanks to Oliviero. We love having you on.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure being on here.
With your...
What about to say?
I was going to say... Oh, we need someone to raid. Exactly. No, that's a keen observation, Riz. We need someone to raid, so can we get some suggestions in chat for raiding? It looks like Worthy of Quaza is the one and only suggestion right now.
So...
And that's good enough for us.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I've been David. He's been Oliviero. Yeah.
Have a nice one, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
And we will see you in the next one.
All right. See you guys.
Please enjoy the stream with Worthy of Quaza.